Hi, I just wanted to talk to you today about monowires. It's something I get a lot of questions about, and I wanted just to show you how they compare to regular wires of the same size. And what I have here is I have our low continuous monowire in size 32, and I also have our R2 regular classic underwires, also in the same size 32. Now, the first thing I want to say about monowires is they are solely for aesthetic purposes. They are for the look that you get from the wire. They're not for comfort. They won't give you any kind of special fit advantage. So that's something to consider. And there are ways to get the same monowire look by using two regular wires. And that's what I would recommend for that same purpose. And later I will actually post some photos of some examples of how you can do that. But first, let us compare the two wires. You know, one thing often I get questions about is people get their monowires, they're very excited, and they're like, it just seems really small for the size. But you'll see that the monowire does actually relate to the regular size wire. And I'm just going to overlap them so you can see they're the same base curve, which meaning they're the same right here. But what the monowire does is, because it has the bridge included, is it will put the two breasts closer to each other than you would on a regular bra. I'll take these two regular wires here. You'll see that on a regular bra, maybe you're going to have the bridge about 20 millimeters to 25 millimeters apart. And so you get them like that. You see automatically same size, but it's wider spaced. So that feels a little bit more comfortable. Another thing you'll notice, and let's see if I can get a thing, is the wire is actually three-dimensional, and it's kind of a little bit hard to see from here. It's much easier if you have it resting on the table. And let's see, you can see that I can scoot my finger under there while still having the wire on the table. And that is going to give you an example of how it will fit against the body. And the reason for that is that so when you have it against the body, that you're going to have that curve so it comes around your chest. Because on a regular bra, these two are only connected by fabric, and the fabric can articulate, and it can go around and be pulled by the wing back. On the monowire, you don't have that because you have rigid wire where you would have fabric. So on a good monowire, that will be three-dimensional. I've seen others where it's just flat. If it's a more flexible wire, that might work. Again, monowires aren't for comfort. But what you do have to realize is, just like any other bra, you must add wire spring. I know the temptation is just I'm going to take this wire, I'm going to take my pencil, I'm going to trace around it because that's the shape I want. And, you know, that's my bra pattern. Don't do that. Trust me. It's not going to be comfortable. You or your customers are not going to be happy, because what's going to happen is, see this, the arm here, it goes straight up. It's going to go straight into your armpit or your breast tissue. And being that they're much closer together, again, they're much closer together. If you do not spring that wire, you're going to have this arm overlapping into your breast tissue. It's not going to be comfortable. And that's why sometimes the comment is, this is not the right size, this is too small. No, you have to spring it. You got to spring it open. And you do that with the pattern. If you look at some of my other posts on my website, www.bramaking.blog, you'll see that you spring the wire open. And you'll see that also changes the three-dimensional shape. It will start to hug around your rib cage, and you'll get a much nicer shape. And I really want to challenge you, when you're looking at ready-to-wear monowires, to see if you can tell whether they've sprung the wire or not, because 75% of the time you see they don't spring the wire. But again, it's just for aesthetics. It's usually for swimwear. It's just to look good. But I know you make your own bras because you want more than just to look good. So what I suggest always is to spring the wires the way you would on a normal I'm a normal wire, and actually try and draft the pattern as if it had a really narrow bridge spacing. So really understand the relationship between the size of your monowire and the size of your standard wire, and you can use your standard pattern by making these adjustments for your monowire. So then you don't need to be tracing around the wire in order to get your pattern. And I hope this is helpful. This is the first video I've made of this kind. I want to try and make a few more, and thank you for tuning in.